Archangel Michael says, "You were not wrong for believing them, the signs were blurred, and your heart was pure." But behind the smiles, handshakes, and sweet words, they were already sealing something sinister. A signature was placed, a handshake exchanged, and the moment they turned from your embrace, they walked toward your enemy's camp. They stood in your home, wore your clothes, spoke your language of love, yet their loyalty cracked the moment temptation whispered. The truth is unbearable, but it must be known, they traded your secrets, your peace, and your protection in return for a reward that will soon destroy them. They were supposed to be your protector, instead, they became the weapon in the enemy's hand. What they said to your face is different from what they whispered behind your back. The messages sent, the meetings attended, and the offers accepted were all part of a plan that had nothing to do with love and everything to do with betrayal. This betrayal wasn't random. It was calculated, designed to collapse your spirit right before your breakthrough. The timing was precise. They waited until you were exhausted, healing, and trusting again. That's when the ink dried on a deal made to destroy your destiny and bless your rival. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They promised you forever, but gave your blueprints to someone who wanted your downfall. That person now walks boldly, claiming what is yours, pretending to have achieved it honestly. But what they don't know is that heaven has already marked this act and exposed it to the divine realm. There are whispers in the spiritual world. Angels are speaking in alarmed voices because what has happened is an abomination cloaked in the robe of affection. Archangel Michael has released this message now because you must prepare for the unveiling that cannot be stopped. They are laughing now, thinking you are still unaware. They don't realize that this silence around you is not ignorance, it is the calm before the heavens roar. You were chosen, and anyone who lifts a hand against the chosen must taste divine fire. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your dreams felt delayed not because you weren't worthy, but because the person near you allowed the enemy into your space. They walked your floors, drank from your cups, and then turned to leak your light into darkness. You gave them access, but they opened your gates to betrayal. You must not be shaken by what is about to come out. You'll hear things that will break your heart, but strengthen your soul. The one who promised loyalty left you the moment your enemy offered them visibility, attention, and fake status. They smiled when you cried. They stayed silent when others mocked you. What's worse, they helped build the fire meant to burn your name to ashes. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, a covenant has been broken in the realm of the spirit. The one who swore to cover you emotionally has exposed your divine inheritance to manipulation. But fear not, what they stole will return with double force. You are being watched, not by your traitors, but by heaven's command center. The document they signed in secrecy is already being torn apart in the heavenly courtroom. Judgment is not just coming, it is already unfolding. Silently and fiercely. You will begin to see them lose what they tried to gain by betraying you. Their popularity will crumble, their alliances will decay, and their tongue will be their undoing. The enemy they joined hands with is already turning on them. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There's a reason you felt restless lately. There's a reason you kept dreaming of shadows and hearing voices when no one was around. The realm has been trying to wake you because the final strike was scheduled, but it's been blocked now. This message was sent at the hour when their plan was meant to move forward. They underestimated your divine coverage. The moment their name entered your enemy's mouth, their soul disconnected from your blessing. Their hands can't hold what was meant for your heart. The favor they tried to steal will slip through their fingers like water. Heaven has already opened your true path again, and this time, no one can close it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There was a meeting, yes, an actual room where your name was discussed in malice. They used stories you told in confidence, they exaggerated your past, and laughed at your kindness. They said you were too emotional, too naive, and too slow to rise. But God saw it all. Archangel Michael has already swept through that room. Every agreement spoken over you in darkness has been returned to sender. They wanted your crown, but they cannot carry your cross. The weight of your calling was never theirs to bear, and soon they will collapse under the pressure they pretended to understand. They will wish they never signed what they signed. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They wore your scent. Used your photos. Shared your energy in places where you were never invited. The deception runs deeper than you realize, but this is the season of exposure. Archangel Michael says, 3 names will be revealed to you in dreams. Write them down. Don't confront, just watch what God does. Your story is not ruined, it's just beginning. Their betrayal will become your divine acceleration. Let the heavens work while you remain still. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The one who betrayed you did not act alone. 2 more were part of this chain, one smiled in your face and the other gave them instructions. But the angels are circling them now, closing every door they opened through your pain. What they tried to delay will now happen faster. Every delay will turn into divine speed. Your blessings are returning like lightning, not silently, but visibly. They will watch you rise, and nothing they say will reverse it. The shame they plotted for you will now be theirs. Your enemy will be confused because they thought the deal they made was final. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Your kindness gave them power, but it is your silence that now terrifies them. The fact that you haven't reacted is driving them into madness. They expected rage, they planned for confrontation, but your peace is ruining their calculations. They betrayed you for attention. But attention without foundation collapses. And now their stage is breaking beneath their own lies. This week will show you something shocking. You'll hear a name or see a screenshot. The truth will be loud, but your healing will be louder. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Archangel Michael says, this was never your punishment, it was your redirection. The snake needed to be revealed before you stepped into your season. You were walking with someone who would have destroyed your next miracle. The universe paused your path not to hurt you but to protect what was sacred. You were delayed because betrayal was sitting too close. But now, you are released, and the chains that held you are falling. You will wake up one morning soon, and peace will feel natural again. The tears will stop. The shame will end. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They will pretend they never betrayed you. They'll act confused when things backfire on them. But heaven will make it clear to you, and to everyone watching. People will start avoiding them. Opportunities will dry. Their name will lose the glow it tried to steal from yours. This is justice. Not loud, not violent, but visible. Let them watch you glow again. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Even those who doubted you will return to apologize. They'll admit they believed the lies that were sold using your story. But don't hold on to bitterness, just rise. Rise in silence. Rise with grace. Rise because your destiny is back in motion. God is not punishing you. God is positioning you. What felt like the end is the opening of your final chapter. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The angels have begun to rearrange your connections. The ones sent to drain you are being removed without your effort. You may feel lonely briefly, but it's divine surgery. A fresh circle is being sent your way. People who see your soul, not your success. People who hold you up, not hold you back. The deal that was made with your enemy? It's being reversed. What was meant to hurt you will elevate you. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. A public moment is coming. Your name will be cleared not privately, but in front of the ones who spoke against it. Screenshots will leak. Messages will be exposed. And silence will become their prison. Keep walking forward. Don't turn around. You are walking out of the grave they dug for you. The energy you lost will return sevenfold. What they took will come back, upgraded, refined, and radiant. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Your name is being lifted in rooms that matter now. Not rooms of gossip, but rooms of destiny. People you never met are choosing you for things you never applied for. Because heaven has spoken. The deal made in darkness is being burned by light. You will not share your blessing with a traitor. Archangel Michael says, they chose their fate the moment they chose your enemy. And now, the heavens have chosen you for restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The one who laughed when you cried will cry when you rise. This reversal is not karma, it is divine correction. Their gain from your pain will now cost them everything they thought they secured. You must prepare, not with anger, but with dignity. Because soon, you will walk into a season where every tear you cried will turn into recognition. Your story, once used as gossip, will now become a blueprint for others to survive betrayal. Their betrayal has reached its expiration. What was once hidden will now become public. What they thought was buried is now screaming from the ground, demanding justice. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says, your silence was your weapon all along. They thought you were weak because you didn't react. But your silence summoned divine power, and now, the angels are carrying the case into heaven's highest court. This case is not over, it has just reached the level where divine judgment falls like thunder. You are not alone, even when they try to isolate you. The spiritual realm has made its decision, you will not share your destiny with a traitor. There is one specific moment coming. A message. A video. A voice note. Something will surface that confirms everything. And in that moment, your heart will both break and heal at the same time. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. You are not meant to take revenge. You are meant to outgrow, outshine, and outlive what tried to destroy you. Your grace will humiliate them more than your anger ever could. They are beginning to sense that something is turning. They are restless, paranoid, afraid. Because what they planted in secret is blooming in the open, and they don't want to be seen near it now. Let them tremble. Let them run. But know this, the betrayal that shattered you was the push that brought you closer to the throne. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. They tried to replicate you. They copied your light. They used your voice, your mannerisms, even your dreams. But authenticity cannot be faked, and soon, the world will see the difference. Your story is being rewritten by the Creator's hand. This new chapter doesn't include the ones who were willing to trade your love for attention. Their pages are being removed from your future. Don't go back. Don't answer their messages. Don't second-guess yourself. This is not the season for pity, it's the season for power. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You will see them stumble. Not because you cursed them, but because they cursed themselves when they made that deal. They aligned with darkness for a temporary thrill, but now the cost is becoming unbearable. They might try to return, pretending to have changed. But discernment will scream louder than nostalgia. The same hands that wrote your pain cannot rewrite your peace. The people they sided with are turning cold. The alliance they formed is disintegrating. You were the glue, and they're realizing it too late. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. They thought you would break. But instead, you are glowing. Your mind is clearer. Your path is straighter. Your blessings are louder. This transformation is your spiritual revenge. It's not loud. It's not cruel. It's divine. They cannot imitate this level of favor. Soon, you'll walk past them, not with bitterness, but with unshakable grace. And when they look at you, they'll remember what they gave up, a loyal heart and a divine connection. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Archangel Michael says, they lost you the moment they partnered with your enemy. And heaven recorded the exact second. That timestamp is now written in fire across the spiritual dimension. Their apologies won't heal this. Their guilt won't undo what was signed. The energy they played with has become a storm against them. There are divine messengers positioned near you now. You'll feel random peace. Random clarity. Sudden direction. That's how you'll know, the heavens are guiding you to your throne. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. The one who wanted to replace you is already regretting it. They thought standing in your shadow made them powerful. But they never carried your scars, so they cannot claim your crown. You are rising now, not in secret, but in plain sight. The tables are turning, and this time, it's your name that will be announced. Not whispered, but shouted. Doors are opening again. People are remembering your value. And the heaven-sent light is wrapping you again like armor. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You were never meant to beg for love. Especially not from someone who could sell your spirit so cheaply. Let this be the season you let go, fully, finally, forever. They lost access to your energy. They cannot draw from your blessings anymore. And the moment you stop bleeding for them, you start blooming. You will look back at this betrayal and thank the heavens. Not because it didn't hurt, but because it exposed what needed to be removed. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. A sudden wave of favor is coming. You'll receive back-to-back confirmations. Things you prayed for, cried for, and waited for, will begin showing up one by one. Your enemies will have no choice but to watch. They will remember every word they spoke, every plan they schemed. Because heaven is preparing a table, and your seat is already carved in gold. Let your heart rest. What was taken will be returned. What was mocked will be honored. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Even your enemies will acknowledge your strength. They will say your name with hesitation, because they now understand you carry divine backing. And the one who betrayed you will stand in awe, wondering how you never collapsed. They forgot that you were covered. They thought their plan was stronger than your purpose. But now, the plan has collapsed under the weight of your favor. This week, you'll receive a sign. It may be a name mentioned randomly. A dream. A gut feeling. Trust it. That's the message confirming everything written here. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. And when it's all done, when the truth surfaces, when the fake alliances fall, when the one who betrayed you is left speechless, you will walk with peace, not revenge. You will smile without guilt. Sleep without overthinking. Live without fear. That is your reward. Because even in betrayal, you remain chosen. Even in darkness, your light never flickered. And now, heaven is making it known to everyone watching. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The next 7 days are already marked in spiritual fire. They thought time would erase their betrayal, but time is exposing it. What was once hidden in silence is now echoing in the ears of people who were blind to the truth. You will no longer need to explain yourself. Your peace will speak. Your glow will testify. Your elevation will be undeniable. The people they tried to turn against you will slowly start returning, not for closeness, but for closure. You'll see their shame in their hesitation. They'll watch you from a distance, knowing they played a part in your wound. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Archangel Michael says, 3 warnings were sent to them before they signed the deal. But their pride deafened them. They believed they could trick heaven and win favor through lies. Now, they are caught in a covenant of confusion. What they thought was a shortcut has become a cage. And the very enemy they sided with has now betrayed them in return. This is what divine justice looks like. Quiet. Swift. Unstoppable. There is no place left for them to run from the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. They are replaying everything you ever said now. Every kind word, every moment of trust, every tear you let fall in their presence. It is haunting them, not because they love you, but because they lost access to you forever. Their spirit is restless. They cannot sleep peacefully anymore. They are beginning to see that what they did to you is being done to them. You were the covering. You were the shield. But now, heaven has moved you to a new position, far above their reach. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. Your enemy thought they gained an ally, but they inherited a curse. Because everything they received from your betrayal was poisoned from the start. Favor stolen through deception rots quickly. The mask is falling. Their name is losing weight. Their circle is shrinking, and their influence is fading fast. God never needed you to fight. He needed you to stay still. And because you did, you're about to be elevated in front of everyone who underestimated your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. There are 3 people involved in this betrayal. The one who pretended to love you. The one who hated your light. And the one who connected them both in secret. But none of them saw what was coming. Heaven has declared a divine reversal. All their messages, screenshots, and conversations, they're about to surface. Not through your hands, but through divine exposure. Watch closely, because the truth is marching to your doorstep. You are not being punished. You're being vindicated. And that vindication will be loud, precise, and permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. The whispers that went out to harm you are now being returned tenfold. Each word spoken against your destiny is circling back, not to you, but to the ones who started the fire. Their deals are unraveling. Their names are no longer honored. Their faces are being removed from rooms they once proudly entered. You, on the other hand, are entering rooms you never knocked on. Being chosen by people you never met. And celebrated for the very things they tried to mock. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. Archangel Michael says, your peace has become dangerous to your enemies. Because you no longer react, they can no longer control. And without your energy, their power has crumbled. They tried to reattach themselves to you silently. Through mutual friends. Through online gestures. Even through fake apologies. But heaven already closed the door they abandoned. You will soon receive messages asking how you've healed so fast. The answer will be simple: heaven did what no human could. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. Their regret is growing. They thought choosing your enemy would gain them influence, but instead, it has destroyed their foundation. Now they are losing in silence, while you are winning in glory. This is your restoration season. And everything they tried to replace, your position, your presence, your peace, is now returning to you multiplied. You will see someone admit the truth in public. You will feel your spirit shift again. You will know, without a doubt, that divine justice has settled the case. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. There are rewards tied to your suffering. For every night you cried, heaven stored something. And now that your betrayer is exposed, the rewards are being unlocked one by one. A contract. A new name. An unexpected offer. A healing in your body. Something big is coming, not because of who betrayed you, but because of who covered you while they did. And now the heavens are saying, it is time. The delay is over. The blessing is rushing in. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. There are angels clearing your path even as you read this. You'll notice doors opening without effort. Friendships forming without force. Money flowing without manipulation. This is what your enemies feared the most, your rise in spite of their betrayal. They didn't believe you could smile again. They didn't think you would survive. But you did. And now you will soar. Let the heavens finish what they started. Don't look back. What's ahead is too powerful to miss. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. You are about to be celebrated in the same space where you were betrayed. The tables are turning in front of witnesses. The pain that once silenced you is now becoming the force behind your promotion. Every weapon they built is turning back on them. Every rumor they spread is now haunting them. Every alliance they made is now unraveling. You were never supposed to stay down. And now, not only are you rising, you're rising higher than they ever imagined.